We won't have to shit in holes anymore!
Claire can't control the crazy caves!
And this is the red shit.
Why was that floating, that rock?
I think it was stuck on some string.
No, it was floating in the middle, I think. I don't know. Maybe it was. Alright. Oh my lord. Director Broderick Northmore. We're doing one paragraph each, yeah?
Okie dokie.
Who wants to start?
Don't mind.
I'll start. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience.
Also, it seems I was wrong to assume the images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicates a Paleolithic origin.
I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in or around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there someone down here with us?
This place has a habit of screwing my results. So perhaps the data is corrupted, or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present, and possibly even the future. I see in those echoes of the board some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director.
Are the paintings telling a story that's still being written? If so, who's writing it? What? What if the paintings are from the future? Wait, where are they? Oh, look, yeah, they're here, look. Oh, it's got the pyramid! Is this the board? What is going on? Oh, is there a box? How do I get the box out of there? Give me it! Okay, that didn't work. I just broke the table. Wow. What is this place? It's cool, it's interesting, it's really nice looking. Oh. Oh no, there's a man. He's coming for me. Oh, there's another man! Oh, what the fuck? These are pipe boys!
I didn't... Where did he get his pipe from?
That's not standard!
How is the plumbing?
Oh shit. It's not standard standard FBC weaponry.
Did you like my radio call?
I did. I'm gonna like distort it so it sounds
to top side.
Okay, wait, do it again. Say it again, and I'll be topside. Go on.
Radio control to topside. Topside, come in.
Hello? Hello? You're very fuzzy. Can't hear you.
How is the plumbing?
Hello?
How is the plumbing?
That's personal between me and my doctor, thank you.
They've stolen pipes. We need to know where from.
Plumbing. Oh, I see. Did you check the toilet?
I have not yet found any toilets down here.
Oh yeah, you just go in holes down there, don't you? Yeah, I forgot about that.
Over and out.
Okay, sure. Tom, you missed the good news! I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called on all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up to the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently... We won't have to shit in holes anymore! Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving walls problem. Oh, so they didn't... upside they were trying to figure out the moving walls, I guess, at this time. Or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit! I told you!
Nice!
I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. So the sand is iron flakes. What? What? And I'm breathing it in? Oh. I'd like to put a complaint in to the director, please. Oh, you're right there.
I was breathing it
through
in.
a straw. No. Well. So... What? I don't understand. The astral plane. Are we in it? Are we around it? Is it consuming the oldest house?
Does it?
What is
Are we
happening?
even here to begin with?
Something's under the ground? Beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Geysers. What do you? Are they geysers? That's how you say it, right? Jeez. Are they spitting out iron, do you reckon? I don't know if I like this place anymore. It's very dangerous. I nearly walked right into that. Cool. Alright, let's continue. What do you think of this little journey we've having so far?
Just going through tunnels.
Yeah, at the moment it's just a lot of tunnels, isn't it? It's interesting though. Here we go. Foundation accident. Oh no, here we go. Oh lord, shall I read it?
Yeah.
Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls, and a strange black pillar in the centre. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. I kinda hope I find this room. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on a guess. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit the guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to re-evaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Oh. Can I find... Do you think I'll find a room with eyeballs in?
I hope not, because I feel like that could be quite terrifying.
Yeah, I know, that's why I want to see it. Is that the outside world? There's crystals. There's crystals. What is this? Okay. Oh, this is very bright. Oh!
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension.
Oh.
What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Yeah, what if the astral plane just fucking takes over the world? Wow. This is spooky. Because, like, what is the astral plane? It's just nothingness.
Yeah.
It's kind of like... Oh, look. You can't see round it. Oh, whoa, that's really cool. It's like a doorway, but then... It's white. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
This is freaking... Oh, there's a boy. Get out of here. Eh. I'm just chucking rocks from afar. Get out of here! This is my house!
I imagine you doing that out your window of your house now.
Yeah, get out of here! Ah, I'm gonna die. There's health here, right? Oh no! Is this DLC hard? I don't really know. Who knows? Ugh. Oh man.
I don't know if anything fun has happened to talk about.
What, in the DLC? What, in the game or in real life?
In real life.
Wow.
Like, what have we been doing? Watching a
We
lot
watched
of
a little
Fringe.
film called Tenet.
Oh, Tenet is amazing. We watched it and then
Tenet
like the next day
is
we were
great.
like, oh, we need to watch this again. And then we watched
We
it
are
the
watching
second
it
day
again.
and I was like, I need to watch this again.
Yes,
Like, people
yeah,
are really
I
confused
really.
about it. So I'm not confused. Like, I get it, but
No,
it's
no.
still also I'm trying to like visualize the
No, there's
timeline, and
bits.
I'm just like, and like when we watched
Yeah,
it the
there's
second
bits,
time,
like,
we
to see it
noticed
again.
things at the
Like straight
beginning
away, like yeah.
that you had no
notice things.
reference until the reference was
Yeah,
made at the
yeah.
end of the film, so you didn't really think anything of it, or didn't even notice
Yeah.
things in the beginning of the film. That then you watch it again and you're like, ah, like within 30, well not 30 seconds, that's a bit dramatic. Probably within like the
Well,
first
pretty
10
much,
minutes.
like first 5-10 minutes.
With
Yeah,
the first
we
scene,
worked stuff
basically.
out, and like, oh,
Me and you just
shit.
like turned our heads to one another, like.
Yeah, it's crazy. Personally, I've said this to you, but I think it's my favourite film ever.
So
like,
good.
I don't know if I'm off the hype of it, but I love it. I can understand people not liking it, but
I know it's not had much of a competition, but it's definitely my favourite film of the year.
Yeah. Honestly,
it's not had much competition out there.
Yeah,
but...
I love time screwy stuff and sci-fi, and it's new and original, and just the fact that like the way they made it as well.
It's so complex, which I really enjoy about like films. They're not just.
But that's the thing. Like I've seen people saying, "Oh, it's very simple plot, really."
No.
Like,
there's even when we went to McDonald's afterwards, and you went, "Did you realise this?" And I went, "Oh my god, I didn't! Holy crap!
Yeah.
Like that's a game changer!"
Yeah.
Like what?
But then other people are like saying, "Oh, it's too convoluted." It's like, well, no, you've just got to pay a little bit of attention to it, really.
Get off your phone while you're in the fucking cinema and watch the film.
Yeah. I'm gonna die again, I think. I don't have much health. I can hide. Oh, he fell off! Haha, Saga! Although I do need to get health before I die. But yes, I'd highly recommend it. If you like Christopher Nolan, you'll love it. I think, personally. It's his best. But yeah, not everyone's agreeing, but a lot of people are saying, oh, the characters don't have enough depth. There's like, I didn't really care about them. I was like, well, the main character doesn't particularly need to have more than he did in the film. And also, I feel like you care about the other characters, like he cares about some of the other characters, right?
Yeah, you go kind of in his perspective.
Yeah. But yeah, just the visual of it as well. You can tell that film cost a fucking shit ton of money. It's insane. It's like, we watched, the second time we watched it, the Wonder Woman trailer played, and like, there's a helicopter flies past, and you're like, jeez, that just looks so shit, because it's blatantly CG. Who is shooting at me?
It was also the point in which we were like, when the credits came up at the end, and the main guy is just called the protagonist.
Yeah, that's
and we
his
were
name.
like,
yeah.
Oh my god, nobody, like, even Mike was really like, really? Like, because we were like,
yeah, I really
no one ever
the whole way through the
calls
film,
him a name.
They never call him, they never say his name at all. Which I quite like. It's kind of, it's basically, it's a heist film with a new sci-fi element to it, but it's just so well made. So the sound is fucking incredible.
It's the
like the soundtrack, the bass is insane, and like a lot of people complain, oh, you can't hear them talking at some points, and I'm like, yeah, it is. Like the one scene I think was the worst was when they're on that boat, the weird blue boat thing, and they're not only on this fast, the blue sailboat thing where he's pedaling it.
What even was that?
I don't know, but whatever it was, you can barely hear what they're talking about.
That's
like I had to really listen, but it's not like
realistic,
terrible.
That's
that's the other thing. It's not terrible. I could hear what they said, but yeah, you just have to listen and pay attention. It's great. Watch it. Just watch it. I love it. The soundtrack's amazing. I can't stop listening to it, even though they haven't released it properly. But yeah, it's insanely good. And everything's like we was kind of saying, everything's done practical. So like, there's no green screen, and there's bound to be CG, obviously, but yeah, it's all filmed. So good. Anyway, we should focus on this again. Right, field research on astral entity, astral copy. What? With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. I've got hiccups. You might have to read. The copy. Shall I just carry on? You're not going to take over for me. No.
I just
not going to look
up what the boats were.
Yeah, you're not listening to what they've been saying though. In this, there are entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material. Oh, yeah, we've seen those. They're the bad guys. That is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence, such as the Board, remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities, when binding objects of power in the astral plane, indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Oh. That's pretty cool. So whatever they are, that's a cool... I guess we've seen them before. Oh, is that her there?
Really?
What? Yeah, she was just walking.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw... No, is it an astral copy of her? Duh. We literally just learnt about this. Do you reckon it could be?
Maybe.
Oh, what is this? Claire. This is the fucking cover for the DLC.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, something like this. It looks like pretty similar.
This place is huge.
Crossroads.
Marshall? Can you hear me?
Oh, I don't like this,
She was
Claire.
on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right?
Are you looking at
One
this, by the
problem at a
way?
time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
It's got a lovely light in it.
Yeah, but it's really open and eerie and creepy. Investigate the now. What's the now? Is that what? I don't know what it's referring to. What is this place? Ley lines. Alright, who wrote this? Northmore. For all my research into the oldest house's ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that. What does that mean? What's Occam's razor? Can you search that up, Claire?
Where?
It's the second to last sentence, third to last sentence. Occam's razor of the first paragraph.
Oh, Occam's razor theory. It's the law of parasomny. It's the problem-solving principle that entities should not be multiplied without necessity.
Oh, okay. But that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between the pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet attracting them, polar north, or is the pillar a product of their focused energies, a sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. You're not even paying attention, are you?
No, well I am, but you asked me to Google this, and then one of the...
I thought you'd finish!
No, one of the things, you know when Google suggests questions? Like, so it says, what is an example of Occam's razor?
Yeah.
This example, I don't get it. It says, some examples of Occam's razor include the following. One of the fence posts is broken.
Okay.
Of possible explanations. A. An albino moose lost its quest for its squirrel best friend, crashed through the fence in despair. Or B. An old nail rusted through. B is more likely. What? Did you get my whole...
I feel like that's a reference to Rocky and Bullwinkle for some reason. Am I going mad? Do you know what Rocky and Bullwinkle is? But he's not... Is he an albino moose? I don't know. But there's Rocky and Bullwinkle is about a squirrel and a moose. It's a cartoon.
So it's a principle of philosophy. So suppose there exist two explanations for an occurrence. In this case,
the most likely
one
right?
requires
the
smallest
reason.
number of assumptions is usually correct.
Oh, okay, that's what he's saying. The simplest reasons is that they all have to converge somewhere.
Yeah.
So that's that theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I get it.
obviously, nails probably rusted and the fence post falling off. Yeah, sure. But
Yeah,
not like, okay, where the hell did we get an albino moose from, and why was it on a quest to find its best friend? And why did it stumble across this fence post?
I feel like that can't apply to this because we're in the world of control and the FBC.
Yeah.
So why would the simplest reason be the one?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Alright, on that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is the way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Okay. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner's as smart as his dearly departed Führer. Oh, once leaded him to be. Oh yeah, they were talking about a Nazi, weren't they? Ex-Nazi.
Yeah, I was looking at that boat, right? And
yeah.
the company in which they got them from there's a bit of an article about them, and they said like they got told someone from Hollywood was interested in their boats, and they were like, oh sure, like nothing's gonna come of it. But actually Christopher Nolan had watched some of the races with those boats and really enjoyed them, so he thought it'd be a really good part. And apparently they filmed that scene for 2 weeks, non-stop filming. But it's even better in totally Christopher Nolan style. After we read it, like some of the stuff, didn't we? And like Michael Caine was literally only given his part of the play, like the playbook, wasn't it? Yeah. So he generally had no idea what was going on. They filmed for 2 weeks, loads of different scenarios. So the company in which the sailboats, they had no idea what was being used, what wasn't being used, when it came in the film. Like,
well, that makes sense. Yeah. They do that with loads of films because the end of Endgame.
Oh, well, that was
the
just
original
for Tom
script
Holland,
was.
really. Come on.
Well, no, the end of Endgame. A lot of them were given that they were getting married. It was a wedding.
Oh.
So they weren't even aware.
Yeah.
So.